for explaining to us what elections are about. And as we heard from Jim there, the VOA's national editor, well, these elections have no effect whatsoever on the presidential elections that hold in about 2 years in 2016. He says it's a group of 50 members of the Electoral College, as well as other select areas, demographics that will be voting in that election. Now, President Goodluck Jonathan is joining his counterparts, rather leading the delegation of West African leaders, that's from Ghana and Senegal, to Burkina Faso to convince the government that he must hand over power to a civilian transitional government. President Jonathan says a 3-man delegation representing ECOWAS aims to facilitate the rapid development of the current political crisis in Burkina Faso. They will be holding a series of meetings to press for a quick handover following the AU's ultimatum. Former President Blaise Compaore is believed to be taking refuge in Cote d'Ivoire, having resigned from power as of Friday. President Alassane Ouattara, that's the president of Cote d'Ivoire, says he's welcome to spend as much time as possible in his country. Calm is, however, reported to have returned to Burkina Faso's capital, Ouagadougou, while the AU's Peace and Security Council is expected to meet again later this month to discuss the crisis. I'm being joined now by Ambassador Adegboyega Ario, his former Nigerian ambassador to Namibia. Also, Egypt has been monitoring the situation in Burkina Faso. Ambassador, thank you for joining us on The World Today via telephone. We understand you're not in Lagos, but we do appreciate the time you're spending with us. Tell us what you think about what's going on in Burkina Faso. We do seem, oh, yeah, we did, Ambassador, we lost you there for a minute. Okay, just go ahead.
This is the situation in Burkina Faso. A typical example of what could happen in many of the African countries where democracy is not allowed to play out the way it should be. The people are tired of sit-down president or government that is not delivering. And if you point out that the people of Africa are asking for a new democratic way, not elitocracy, where people gang up, they seize the control of the society and the country, and they do whatever they like among themselves. And unfortunately, in Burkina Faso, the opposition and the crowd and the populace teamed up in order to kill Compaore, who has been there for 27 years. And in all honesty, this could happen to any president in Africa that is not delivering. And that could create a lot of problems for many African countries. As to the EU suggestion this is not going to work because you can force them to agree on having a civil administration. But without civil administration deliver, I'm not saying the military should stay perpetually, but there must be credible selection of who is going to lead Burkina Faso. Not just because one democracy, one civilian government. But a civilian government, even not worse than the military people, who have their dictatorship of all forms in many African countries. So my view is that there should be a new overhauling of the whole system of governance in Burkina Faso in order to actually have any party politics that will integrate the idea of participatory relationship with the governance of that country so that people can be active and have peace and also be able to look at the development and economic progress of the Burkina Faso people, of Burkinabe.
Ambassador, well, President Goodluck Jonathan and the presidents of Ghana, John Mahama, and the Senegalese President Macky Sall are, all three of them are in Burkina Faso at the moment. They're meeting with the Lt Col Isaac Zida, who's the military government, head of the military government now in Burkina Faso. What do you think they will achieve? You think they'd be able to convince Lt Col Zida to eventually hand over much sooner than the AU's ultimatum?
Well, I don't think that will happen. Unfortunately, virtually all the presidents that are there and the leaders that are putting pressure, they don't have force to project, to compel Zida to listen to them. You can only talk on this of moral authority, and I don't know whether that moral authority is sufficiently there either. And that's because Zida and the people of Burkina Faso, what they are asking for, they are looking for a responsible Zealand administration that will be able to take them out of the woods. Burkina Faso has a per capita income of about $22 billion, and they have a population of about 18 million. But that is not reflected in the lives of the people. And these people are looking for the possibility of having to fight their life all over again in order to be able to have a government that will give them peace, that will lead to economic development, not just a plutocracy that you have in Burkina Faso under Compaore, that has looted with his colleagues the resources of that country, and even the people of Burkina Faso poor. And I would like to know, this is a replica of what is going on in many African countries. So I really don't think the presence of the ECOWAS or the presence of the three presidents, respected presidents from Nigeria, Ghana, and Senegal will compel the Zida to listen to disengage from the administration, which he did ask for, which was forced on him in order to save Burkina Faso from degenerating into a state of chaos. Because when you have mobocracy, you have a problem. And we just hope that that play will be caught and will be stopped shortly, but I don't know whether because you ask yourself, when you give an ultimatum, what do you have to back it up? You are going to impose sanctions. You are going to buy, for Burkina Faso is a landlocked country, so you can say you are going to have Air Force, no plane landing, no plane going out. You are not going to supply anything to them. But these are even already down. It only affects the elite.
Ambassador, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that's where we'll have to leave it. Thank you so much for expressing your thoughts on. You're welcome. Thank you so much for expressing your thoughts on the situation in Burkina Faso. We do hope that President Goodluck Jonathan and the presidents of Ghana, John Mahama, and Macky Sall of Senegal do achieve the purpose for which they have been in Burkina Faso. They'll be back as soon as they can, having discussed with the military government. We'll take a break now on the world today. When we come back, how a political crisis was averted in Zambia, but President Guy Scott, who's the interim president, welcomes the remains of his former boss. Please join us again.